Listen, the most important thing to remember about a narcissist is a narcissistic person, they do not do a good deed unless there is a spectator. Okay? They will not just get up and do a good deed because of the sake of doing a good deed. No, no, no. They need to have somebody there witnessing the amazing thing they just did so you can talk about how good they are and how sweet they are and how loving and kind they are. If they are not getting anything out of doing that good deed, they're not going to do it. What's up, Sassperallas? It's your girl Sassy J, and I'm back with another video. Yes, guys, today is another girl start video, and I know it's been a while, guys. It has been a while, and this video was requested a while back. But I am so sorry, and I really hope that you forgive me for doing this video so late. But I finally got around to doing it. But yes, guys, it's 7 signs that you are dating a narcissist. Before I go any further, please do me a favor and hit that like button, comment and share. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, guys, so let's get straight into it. So 7 signs you are dating a narcissist. Number 1, he or she is always talking about themselves. Okay, so it doesn't matter what it is. Narcissists are self-centered. They're selfish. They like it to be about them at all times. It doesn't matter what the conversation, the situation is. You could be sharing something that's happened to you, an experience that you've went through in your life, and they will somehow turn that whole conversation to be about them. That time that they experienced that same thing that you went through. But guess what? They will make it so that it's worse. They experienced a worse thing than what you went through, and they made it through it because they like to paint themselves in a good picture. They like to brag about themselves. They like to act like they're better than everybody else. They like to make it look like, you know, I'm the best at everything that I do. I'm the best father. I'm the best husband. I'm the best co-worker. I'm the best at every single thing. So ladies, I'm not saying that men and women out there cannot be confident. But if you find yourself in a relationship and that person is constantly just talking about themselves and making every single thing about them, that is a sign that you could be dating a narcissist. Number 2, gaslighting. Okay, so narcissists will do things to make you feel like you're going crazy. Okay, sometimes it's a little simple things. They might hide things. You will take something. Say, for instance, you take this fragrance and you know you've placed this fragrance on this counter here, right? You know you've left that fragrance on the counter. You might leave for a couple of seconds, and when you get back, that fragrance is gone. And you're like wondering what happened to the fragrance. You will even then say to them, like, I had the fragrance here. What happened? And they will try to convince you that that fragrance was not there. You didn't have a fragrance in the first place. Nothing happened. They will have you questioning your own sanity. Trust me, they will have you questioning your own sanity. And it's a way to help to control you and try to stop you from leaving. Okay, so that is another thing that they do. And sometimes we don't often realize. You don't often realize when you're being gaslighted because it creates self-doubt in you. And then you start to think to yourself, you know, maybe I didn't actually put that fragrance there. Maybe it was another day that I thought I put the fragrance there. And all these things start to happen. Let me give you another example. Say, for instance, you've met a guy or you've met a woman, right? Because narcissists can be men and they can be women. So this video is not just purely aimed at men, and I'm not trying to attack men because, like I said, narcissists are men and women, okay? So say, for instance, you've met a man or a woman and you started to get to know them. You've started to build like an emotional connection. They chase you, they tell you all these things that they want to be with you, they give you all these hopes and promises, right? And this is all happening behind closed doors because as far as you're concerned, you're connecting on a certain level with this person, right? And then all of a sudden you've been put in a situation where you've now fallen for that person, but now this person turned things around to make it look like their approach to you was just friendly. Like nothing happened. Like none of the conversations that you had with this person existed. Like this person has never chased you. That this person has never showed any kind of intimate feelings towards you. And then sometimes you find yourself thinking, am I going crazy? Did this not happen? Did this not happen? Do you know, you have to be so careful when you're dealing with a narcissist, because a narcissist, they will have you thinking you are losing your mind. Okay, and that's gaslighting for you. So if you find yourself in a situation, if you're dating a man or a woman and you find that these things are happening, you find like this self-doubt is kicking in, you find like you are being put in a situation to doubt yourself, and you were sure of your actions, but now all of a sudden you're confused and you're thinking, maybe, just maybe it was all in my head, because they want you to think that. They like it when you're confused. They like it when they have this kind of control over you, kind of like a control over your mental state. So you have to be careful, guys. If you find yourself in that situation, it is a big possibility you are dating a narcissist, okay? Number 3, they are emotionally detached. Okay, so narcissists, right, are narcissistic people. They do not know how to show genuine emotions. And I say genuine emotions because when you first meet a narcissist, you see the sweetest, most kindest person you probably ever met in your life, you know, and they will literally make you feel like you have met your soulmate, you know, like this is a person I want to spend the rest of my life with, you know. This is the kind of person that understands me. He's sensitive, he's patient, he listens, he's caring. But that is not real. That is not true. A narcissist will do all those things just to reel you in, just to get your attention, because they need to come across as the best for you. Okay? A narcissist will try to come across the best for you, but this will not last forever. It will not last forever. It will be only like that until they know that they get you to a place that they need to be. Listen, you will see them and they will even pretend to be crying and they're not crying. There's no tears coming. There's no tears coming. They don't actually care. You'll be crying. You will be breaking down. You know, have going through a very hard time, a mental breakdown, an emotional breakdown. And they will look you dead in the eyes and wonder, why are you doing what you're doing? And in that time, they will patronize you. They will belittle you in that moment because they see that you're weak and they rejoice at your pain. A narcissist enjoys seeing you in pain. They do it. They enjoy seeing you in pain. Narcissistic people, because of their lack of emotion, they tend to have a detachment from their family and their friends, because they are not the kind of people who know how to really show that kind of genuine affection. And like I said, if they do show you those affection, it's only because they want to reel you in, to manipulate you later on, which is the gaslighting process. Okay, so saying that, number 4 is linked to the emotional detachment, and this is the love bombing stage. So number 4 sign that you're dating a narcissist is love bombing. And let me tell you, when I say love bombing, I mean they will make you feel like the only woman in this world or only man in this world. They will shower you with admiration and compliments, and they will give you whatever you need. They will try to build your confidence in that moment. Yes, they will. They will come across like they're the right person for you. Yeah, they will come across like the right person for you. And the funny thing about the love bombing stage is that it tends to throw you off. It tends to throw you off because sometimes people are aware of what a narcissist is or who a narcissist is, and they think to themselves, okay, this person cannot be a narcissist because this person is so kind, this person is so sweet, this person is so caring, this person is so gentle. This person cannot be a narcissist because a narcissist does not show emotions, but they do. It's just not genuine emotions. okay? And not because you're seeing the sweet, caring side of a narcissist does not mean that everybody else is seeing that side. Because remember, you're seeing that side of that person because you're in the love bombing stage. But don't be fooled, there were others before you that were in the love bombing stage that's now graduated to the gaslighting stage, and they're being manipulated. Yeah, they're being manipulated. They are being taken advantage of. They're being made to feel like they're crazy, belittled, and all of that. So you might not be able to see that because they are trying to make sure that you see them in the best light ever. But they will have to get their kicks. And if they're not getting it from you at this stage, they're getting it from somebody else. So be aware. Pay attention to how your partner treats other people. Pay attention, not just the way that they treat you, but how they treat other people as well. Okay, so moving on to number 5. So number 5, controlling. Narcissistic people like to be in control at all times. Yep, they like to be in control at all times. They want to be the master of the puppet, so to speak. Yes, they want to be the master of the puppets. They want to control you and have you in a place where they can manipulate you, where they can play the mind games just to keep you in a vulnerable place. They want to feel powerful. Actually, they need to feel powerful. They need to feel powerful, and they will do what they need to do to get that kick. Okay, and this is where we have to be careful, because like I said, there's certain things you will not see when you're in the love bombing stage. But once you're out of that stage, this is where the manipulation and the mind games begin. Guys, and this is where we have to be careful. We cannot allow the love or the desire we have for a person to cause us to accept a narcissist, or anyone for that matter, that treats us poorly or like we're not worthy of love. You know, don't ever forget your worth, because that's what they want you to do. And what a narcissist does, once they get you where they want to have you, they start to separate you from your friends and your family. They separate you from those who care for you. This is what they do, because this is how they attack you and try to control you. They belittle you. They try to take away your confidence. And once you're in that vulnerable situation, that's when they're able to control and dominate you. And that is the aim of a narcissist. That's what they do. They want to be in control at all times. And they might not do it at first. Like I said to you, they have to really win, because they're very sensible people. And narcissistic people are aware of what they're doing. They are aware of what they are doing. But they're not going to say, you know what, I'm treating this person unfairly, I should stop. They're not going to say that. And they're not going to do it because they get pleasure from your pain. They get pleasure from your pain. So if you find yourself in a situation, and listen, not because you're in a controlling relationship means that you're with a narcissist. You should not allow yourself to be controlled in a relationship. You're an adult and you're dating an adult. A controlling relationship is not healthy, regardless of whether it's with a narcissistic person or not. It is not healthy, and it's not something that you should stand for. So if you find yourself in a controlling relationship, I would suggest that you try your best to get out of that and get out of it as quick as possible, because once the control sets in, then that's when slowly you lose your confidence, they break you down, and sooner or later violence tends to take part in that relationship. So if you find yourself, like I said, in a very unhealthy relationship where there's control, I would recommend that you try to get yourself out of it. So moving on now to number 6. Okay, so number 6, requiring validation. And I say this because a narcissist likes to be praised. Let me just take the word like out of the equation. They love to be praised. They will brag about themselves, and they love it when people brag about them. They like when people talk about them highly, because that's what they want. That is what they want. They will ask you questions like, you know, what do you like the most about me? What do you think about me? And they do this because they want you to put them on a high pedestal. They want to be placed on a high pedestal all the time, where you look up at them and thinking, oh, this person is amazing. This person is an amazing role model. This person is this. This person is that. Remember, they tell themselves and they convince themselves that they're better than you and they're better than everybody else. They're better than everybody else. They don't like to be compared to other people. A narcissist does not like to be compared to other people, unless you're comparing them in a positive light and you're making it seem like they are better than another person. That's the only time a narcissist likes, when you compare them to another person. If you're comparing a narcissist to somebody else and you're focusing on the good traits of that other person, that will anger a narcissist. They don't like it. They do not like it. Remember, like I said, they strongly believe they are better. They are better than you. They're better than the other person. So when you do that, it's a hit to their ego. It's a hit to their ego, right? And I'm not saying that we all don't require validation from time to time, because we do, and it's normal. It's normal. Sometimes we want that boost. We want that confident boost, you know? We want a bit of compliment every now and again, you know? But if it's a constant thing and that your partner constantly needs this praising moment, they constantly need you to compliment them, they constantly need you to say these things, like to make them feel powerful, to make them feel more than what they are, then it's a good sign that you're dating a narcissist. And the thing is, with narcissistic people, they will bring you down. They will laugh at you, right? If something is going wrong for you, they will laugh in your face about that. They will laugh in your face because your life isn't going the way that you want it to be. Because remember, a narcissist takes pleasure in your pain. They do. It sounds bad, but they do. That's how they get their ego boost. And they have to get it. So if they don't get it from you, they're getting it from somebody else. But a narcissist will need to get their ego boost. Okay? So number 7, guys, and this is the final one. Listen, there's so many signs that you could look at to think, okay, this person is a narcissist. But I am going to stress on this final one because I'm only doing 7, guys. And number 7 is the constant crave for attention. Oh my God. Listen, a narcissist needs attention, and they will go to any extent to get that attention. And when I say any extent, they will go to any extent to get that attention. A narcissist will flirt with you. A narcissist will go out of his way or her way to treat you, buy you gifts, will do anything that they need to do to get that affection and that attention from you. And they don't need to want you. Listen, a narcissist will give you attention, will shower you with attention, not because they want you, but because they want you to want them, so you can give them the attention that they need to feel better about themselves. That's what it is. Don't get me wrong. People always assume that narcissist people are confident. No. Narcissistic people are broken. They are broken and they have self-esteem issues. And this is the reason why they behave the way that they behave. This is the reason why they need the affection. They need the attention. They need the constant validation. They need it because their confidence level is really bad. And they don't want to see anybody else that's confident. How dare you walk around being happy? What's wrong with you? You don't walk around being happy. A narcissist don't want to see happiness. They don't want to see happiness, and they don't care. It could be your husband, it could be your wife, it could be your father, it could be your mother, it could be a sister, your kids. If a narcissist sees you happy, they will try to ruin that happiness for you. I tell you, they will try to ruin that happiness for you. And the thing is, guys, this is another reason why narcissistic people struggle to be loyal in relationships. They struggle because they need that constant attention and affection. And listen, if they're not getting it from you, they'll try to create ways of how they can get it from you. Okay? A narcissist does not need to know anything about you to want your attention. You can meet them and they know nothing about you, but they want to make everything about them. So when they're trying to get to know you, they talk about themselves. And listen, the most important thing to remember about a narcissist is a narcissistic person, they do not do a good deed unless there is a spectator. Okay? They will not just get up and do a good deed because of the sake of doing a good deed. No, no, no. They need to have somebody there witnessing the amazing thing they just did, so you can talk about how good they are and how sweet they are and how loving and kind they are. If they are not getting anything out of doing that good deed, they're not going to do it. If somebody's not witnessing that and praising them for it, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. And they need you to constantly tell them how good and how sweet they are. And if they don't get that attention from you, that's when you see a shift in their behavior. You will see a shift in a narcissistic person's behavior when they're not getting the attention from you. Because they will even go as far as putting a person down, a person they don't even know. If a narcissistic person feels threatened in the way where they feel like somebody else is getting attention, they will even start to be negative towards that person. And they don't need to know that person. They don't need to know anything about that person. They will start to drop little words like, negative words or negative phrases or anything just to bring that person down, because they need to get that tension off that person and back onto them. Okay? That's how narcissistic people work. And this is why attention seeking, if you're with somebody in a relationship and they're constant craving and need for affection, attention, like I said, we all want attention. We all want a bit of affection. But there is such a thing as an unhealthy level, right, of wanting that attention and the affection. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with wanting your partner's affection or the attention. But a narcissistic person, it doesn't have to come from their partner. It doesn't. If they can get it from your sister, they will get it from your sister. If they can get it from your friend or your work colleague, they will get it from your work colleague. If they can get it from somebody that they just randomly met on the street, they will get it from the person they randomly met on the street. This is why they cannot focus long enough on one person in the relationship, because they need to constantly bring a story up to somebody else to get that attention. And they will hold on to one story and they will keep telling that story. They will keep telling that story. And the thing is, once you've heard that story, you're not as amazed about that story as you once were when the first time you heard it. So they have to find another person that is going to be so amazed at that story, right? So when they tell you that story, they're happy. Let me show you an example of how a narcissist can swap things around and compete with you. They will compete with you. Listen, they will compete with you. A narcissistic wife will compete with her husband. A narcissistic husband will compete with his wife. A narcissistic father will compete with his child. And so will the narcissistic son compete with his father or his mother. Same with the daughter, same with the mother. As long as you're narcissistic, you will compete with somebody else just to get all the attention on you. Let me give you an example. If something happened, say for instance, you found somebody's wallet on the street, right? You found somebody's wallet and you happen to see the person and you ran along and give them the wallet. And you're sharing that story and say, you know what? Oh my God, somebody dropped their wallet today and I happened to see it and I ran, and luckily, I was able to catch up with the person and give them the wallet. A narcissistic person will tell this story. They will tell the story in a way where they become the hero to a different level, right? They will add to the story. They will tell you, oh, I found a wallet. I didn't know who it belonged to. I had to search through the wallet and I found the address, and then I had to write the person, or I had to find, and I showed up to their doorstep and I brought the wallet and I delivered this and I delivered that. And, they will go to different extent because they want to highlight everything that they've done. They want to highlight the extremity of how much of a good person they are and how much of a decent person that they are. And they know that all this that they're trying to highlight isn't actually factual. They know, but they choose to believe it. They choose to believe it because they want you to believe it. They want you to believe it. And narcissistic people, yes, they are aware of themselves. Do not listen, do not get it twisted. They are aware of themselves. They are aware of themselves. They know the stuff that they do is not normal. It's not normal. But they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. You have to be the person to try and walk away from a narcissistic person. And it's not easy. It's not easy because once they get you in a place that they want to have you, with the gaslighting and the love bombing stage, it's hard for you to leave, because every time you try to leave, that's when they just love bomb you some more. You see, they love bomb you some more. And then they will do the gaslighting as well. And you start to think, am I going crazy? I should be happy that he's choosing to be with me. You know, this, he or she is choosing to be with me. I say he, guys, because obviously, you know, I'm a woman and I'm attracted to men. But like I said, narcissistic people, right, is what we're dealing with here. They are men and they are women. Okay, let me just put that out there one more time. But like I said, guys, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they constantly crave the attention and that's all they want, and they're not even willing to give you the attention, because the narcissist will only give you attention because they want the attention. Okay, they give it to you for now because they want you to give it back to them. Okay, and that's why narcissistic people, they're attracted to empaths. Because empaths, they're very understanding and they tend to put other people's feelings above their own. And a narcissistic person needs that. They like that you're going to put their needs above your own. They like that you're going to put them up on that pedestal. They like that you're going to give them all the attention that they need. And this is why they gravitate to empaths. They will gravitate to them. But it is said that even though narcissistic people gravitates to empaths because of their nurturing and caring ways, it is said that an empath has the power to cut down a narcissist. And I strongly believe this. And this is the reason why they say that empaths can cut down a narcissist. It's because a narcissistic person expects an empath to put them first. They expect an empath to give them all the attention and affection they need. They expect the empath to praise them, because an empath knows what you want. They listen to you and they give you what you want. They give you what you crave. That's what they do. They give you what you crave, even when it's not something that they're happy with, even when it's something that they feel like, you know, it's taking away some form of happiness from them. They try to please the other person, because empaths are very pleasing, right? They tend to put other people's wants and needs over their own. And when a narcissistic person expects this and an empath puts their foot down and they refuse to give a narcissist what they need, a narcissist gets confused and they get angry about it, because an empath is the easiest target for a narcissist. And if they feel like they've lost control of an empath and how they can manipulate a empath, that messes up their ego and that cuts them down a little bit. So this is why they say that an empath has the power, so to speak, to cut down a narcissist. But anyways, guys, I have just given you 7 signs that you could be dating a narcissist. So like I said, look out for these signs, and not because you see these signs in a person means that that person's a narcissist. But if you're seeing majority of these signs in your partner, I mean, it's more than likely the case, okay? It's more than likely the case, because like I said, we all want validation, we all want attention, we all want affection. But there's a healthy level of all of these needs. And if you feel like this has exceeded the healthy level, then it's a sure sign that you could be dating a narcissist. Anyways, guys, before I go, thank you so much for listening. Please remember to give me that thumbs up, like, comment, and share. Have you ever dated a narcissist? What did you do when you found out you was dating a narcissist? How did you get away from dating a narcissist? Share that experience with me. Comment down below. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Please go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for your love and your support. I will catch you guys in my next video, but for now, keep it sassy-licious.